Welcome back to the channel. If you love rare British coins, coin collecting, and discovering hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom 50 new pence coins. These coins come from different years, different mint marks, and different conditions. Some are worth only a few dollars in circulated condition, while rare examples in brilliant or proof condition have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1979 50 new pence. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but many collectors are surprised to learn that certain examples can be worth much more than their face value. In today's video, we'll explore the history of the 1979 50 new pence coin, its unique design features, how condition affects its value, whether damaged coins are collectible, and what collectors and auction buyers are currently willing to pay in US dollars. Make sure you watch until the end because one small detail could make all the difference when determining your coin's value. The United Kingdom introduced the 50 pence coin in 1969 as part of the country's transition to decimal currency. The 1979 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and continued the original large 7-sided design that quickly became one of Britain's most distinctive circulating coins. These coins were produced primarily for everyday use, meaning millions entered circulation across the United Kingdom. Although the 1979 coin was not intended to be rare, it has become an interesting collectible because many surviving examples show heavy wear from decades of circulation. Collectors now search for well-preserved examples, original mint luster, and any unusual minting errors that can greatly increase value. The obverse of the 1979 50 new pence features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, with a surrounding royal inscription. The reverse displays Britannia seated beside a lion, holding a trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's maritime heritage and national strength. Around the design appears the denomination 50 new pence along with the date 1979. The coin's unique 7-sided shape makes it instantly recognizable while allowing it to roll smoothly through vending machines despite not being perfectly round. It was struck in copper nickel, weighs approximately 13.5 grams, and measures about 30 millimeters across. Because millions of 1979 50 new pence coins were produced, ordinary circulated examples are generally common. However, collector demand depends heavily on condition. A coin in fine condition still shows clear details but has noticeable wear from circulation. These coins remain collectible, especially for people building complete date collections of British decimal coinage. Damaged coins, including those with scratches, cleaning marks, edge knocks, corrosion, or heavy discoloration, are generally less valuable. Nevertheless, collectors may still purchase damaged examples if they are needed to complete a collection or if the coin displays a genuine mint error such as an off-center strike, double strike, clipped planchet, or another unusual production mistake. Error coins are considerably scarcer and can command significantly higher prices than ordinary damaged pieces. Now let's discuss what collectors are currently paying for the 1979 50 new pence. A heavily circulated or damaged example typically sells for around 50 cents to $2. A normal fine condition coin generally brings between $2 and $8. Depending on eye appeal and collector demand, an extremely fine example may sell for approximately $10 to $30, while an uncirculated coin with original mint brilliance can often achieve $40 to $100 or more through coin dealers and online marketplaces. If a 1979 50 new pence is certified in outstanding mint condition by a respected grading service, it may realize $150 to $400 or more at auction. Genuine mint error coins are much scarcer and, depending on the rarity and type of error, can sometimes sell for several $100s or even over $1,000. Final auction prices vary according to condition, rarity, certification, and current collector interest. If you own a 1979 50 new pence, always inspect it carefully under good lighting. Look for sharp design details, original mint luster, and any unusual striking errors. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning usually reduces collector value. Store it in a protective coin holder or capsule to prevent scratches and environmental damage. If you believe your coin has an unusual error or is in exceptional condition, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service before selling. Also, compare recent auction results rather than relying solely on asking prices listed online. The United Kingdom 1979 50 new pence is an important part of British decimal coinage history. While most circulated examples remain affordable collectibles, coins preserved in exceptional condition or featuring genuine mint errors can be worth far more than their face value. Even a fine condition example is an interesting addition to a collection and provides a fascinating glimpse into the everyday currency used during the late 20th century. Always examine your coins carefully, because a seemingly ordinary 1979 50 new pence could hold greater value than you expect. Next up, the United Kingdom 1977 50 new pence coin. If you have one sitting in your coin collection, an old wallet, or a family coin jar, you might be wondering whether it has any real value today. While most 1977 50 new pence coins are common, certain examples in exceptional condition, with rare minting errors, or with unique collecting appeal have sold for significantly higher prices than their face value. In this video, we'll explore the history of this coin, its distinctive features, how rare it really is, how collectors value circulated and damaged examples, its current auction market value in US dollars, and some useful tips for anyone interested in collecting British coins. So stay with us until the end because you may discover that your old 50 pence coin is more interesting than you ever imagined. The 50 new pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1969 as part of the country's transition to decimal currency. By 1977, it had already become one of the most widely used coins in everyday circulation. The coin features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, on the obverse, while the reverse displays the iconic seated figure of Britannia holding a trident alongside a lion, a design created by Christopher Ironside. The year 1977 was also significant because it marked the silver jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, making British coins from this period especially popular with collectors. Although the standard circulating 1977 50 new pence was not issued as a special commemorative piece, its connection to this important royal era has increased interest among numismatists over the years. One of the most recognizable features of the 1977 50 new pence is its distinctive seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curve heptagon. This innovative design helped the coin stand out from other denominations while still allowing it to roll smoothly in vending machines. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it a durable silver-colored appearance suitable for everyday use. It weighs approximately 13.5 grams and measures about 30 millimeters across. The obverse bears the inscription Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D surrounding the Queen's portrait, while the reverse proudly features Britannia seated with a shield, trident, and lion, symbolizing Britain's maritime heritage and national strength. Collectors carefully examine details such as the sharpness of the portrait, the clarity of Britannia, edge quality, surface luster, and any unusual minting errors, as these factors can greatly influence value. Because millions of 1977 50 new pence coins were produced for circulation, ordinary circulated examples are generally not considered rare. Most coins found today display scratches, worn surfaces, small dents, or discoloration from decades of everyday use. In heavily circulated or damaged condition, collector demand is relatively limited because enthusiasts usually prefer coins with stronger details and minimal wear. However, there are exceptions. If a circulated coin exhibits a genuine mint error such as an off-center strike, clipped planchette, double strike, or another verified production mistake, it may attract serious collector interest and command substantially higher prices. Likewise, coins with unusually attractive natural toning or exceptionally preserved details despite circulation can also generate increased demand at auctions. Now let's discuss the value that many viewers are most interested in. A typical circulated 1977 United Kingdom 50 new pence coin generally sells for around $1 to $5 depending on its overall condition and collector demand. Better preserved circulated examples with sharp details may bring approximately $5 to $15. Coins graded in brilliant uncirculated condition can often sell for $20 to $60, while professionally graded specimens with exceptionally high grades may reach $100 to $300 or more. If a genuine and authenticated mint error is present, auction prices can rise dramatically, sometimes reaching $500 to over $2,000, depending on the rarity and significance of the error. These exceptional prices are uncommon and apply only to verified error coins or outstanding high-grade examples. Most ordinary circulated coins remain affordable collector pieces rather than major financial investments. If you own a 1977 50 new pence coin, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as doing so can significantly reduce its collector value. Always examine both sides carefully under good lighting and look for unusual features, die varieties, or possible minting errors. If you believe your coin is exceptional, consider having it authenticated and professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. Store your coins in protective holders or archival quality flips to prevent further wear and environmental damage. Comparing your coin with recent auction results can also help you estimate its current market value more accurately. Patience is important, as truly special coins often achieve their highest prices through established numismatic auctions rather than quick private sales. The United Kingdom 1977 50 new pence coin represents an important chapter in Britain's decimal coinage history. Although most circulated examples are common and worth only a few dollars, certain high-grade specimens and authenticated mint error coins have attracted impressive prices in the collector market. Understanding the coin's history, design, rarity, and condition is the key to determining whether your example is simply an interesting keepsake or a valuable collectible. So before spending or discarding an old 1977 50 new pence coin, take a closer look. You might uncover a fascinating piece of British history, or even a coin that collectors are willing to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars to own. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 50 new pence 1976 coin. At first glance, this large seven-sided coin may seem like ordinary pocket change, but many collectors are surprised to learn that certain examples can attract impressive prices in the collector's market. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1976 50 new pence, its unique design, collector demand, rarity in circulated and damaged condition, current auction values in US dollars, and useful tips for anyone interested in collecting British coins. So, if you own one of these coins or simply enjoy learning about valuable coins from around the world, make sure to watch until the end. The United Kingdom introduced the 50 new pence coin in 1969 as part of the country's transition to decimal currency. By 1976, the coin had become a familiar part of everyday life throughout Britain. The 1976 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose portrait appears on the obverse of the coin. The reverse features the iconic seated figure of Britannia beside a lion, holding a trident and olive branch, symbolizing Britain's strength, peace, and maritime heritage. Millions of these coins entered circulation, making them common in everyday transactions during the mid-1970s. Though the 1976 50 new pence was produced in large numbers, decades of circulation have resulted in many examples becoming worn, scratched, stained, or damaged. As time passes, well-preserved coins become increasingly desirable among collectors. One of the most recognizable characteristics of the 1976 50 new pence is its distinctive seven-sided shape, known as an equilateral curve heptagon. This innovative design allows the coin to roll smoothly while remaining easily identifiable by touch. The obverse displays the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin, along with the inscription identifying her as Queen. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, features Britannia seated with a lion at her side, a classic image that appeared on Britain's larger denomination coins for many years. The coin is made from copper nickel, weighs approximately 13.5 grams, and measures about 30 millimeters across. These specifications remained consistent throughout the early years of decimal coinage. Because millions of 1976 50 new pence coins were minted, circulated examples are generally not considered rare. However, collector demand depends heavily on condition. Coins that are heavily worn, scratched, bent, stained, or otherwise damaged usually carry little premium over their face value. Even so, some collectors purchase damaged examples to complete date collections or as inexpensive placeholders until better specimens become available. The damaged 1976 coin becomes more desirable if it displays unusual characteristics such as an off-center strike, double strike, clipped planchette, die crack, or another genuine mint error. Authentic mint errors are much scarcer than ordinary circulation damage and can significantly increase collector interest. Another factor affecting rarity is the survival of high-grade examples. Coins that remained uncirculated for decades are considerably harder to find than heavily circulated pieces, making them much more valuable in today's market. Let's discuss what collectors may pay today for the 1976 50 new pence. A heavily circulated or damaged coin typically sells for around 50 cents to $2. Depending on its overall appearance and whether it is still identifiable. An average circulated example with moderate wear often brings between $2 and $6 from collectors who are assembling date sets. Coins in very fine or extremely fine condition generally sell for approximately $8 to $20, depending on eye appeal. Brilliant uncirculated specimens stored carefully since issue may reach $25 to $60, especially if they retain their original mint luster. Certified high-grade examples or coins with exceptional preservation may occasionally sell for $80 to $150 or even more in competitive auctions. If the coin features a verified mint error, auction prices can increase substantially. Depending on the rarity and significance of the error, values may range from $100 to several $100s, with exceptional examples bringing even higher prices. Keep in mind that auction results vary according to demand, certification, rarity, and the reputation of the auction house. If you own a 1976 50 new pence coin, avoid cleaning or polishing it. Cleaning often leaves hairline scratches that reduce collector value. Instead, store the coin in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent additional wear. Carefully inspect both sides of the coin under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for unusual minting errors, sharp details, and signs of original mint luster. If you believe your coin is an exceptional example or has a genuine mint error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Following recent auction sales and comparing similar coins can also help you understand the current market value before buying or selling. The United Kingdom 50 new pence 1976 is an important piece of British decimal coinage and remains popular among collectors worldwide. Although most circulated and damaged examples are relatively common and inexpensive, coins in outstanding condition or with genuine mint errors can command much stronger prices at auction. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, examining your old British coins carefully could reveal an interesting and valuable addition to your collection. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 50 new pence 1980 coin. At first glance, this coin may appear ordinary, especially if it has rust-like stains, heavy discoloration, or years of circulation wear. Many people assume that an old, damaged coin has no value. However, in the world of coin collecting, even worn coins can attract attention depending on their rarity, history, and collector demand. In today's video, we'll explore the history of the 1980 50 new pence, its unique design features, how valuable it is in rusty condition, and what collectors are currently willing to pay at auctions in US dollars. Make sure to watch until the end because you might discover that the coin sitting in your drawer is worth more than you expected. The United Kingdom 50 new pence coin was first introduced in 1969 as part of Britain's transition to decimal currency. By 1980, the coin had become one of the country's most recognizable denominations and was widely used in everyday transactions. The 1980 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and features the famous portrait created by Arnold Machin on the obverse. During this period, millions of these coins were produced by the Royal Mint, making the standard 1980 issue relatively common in circulation. Although it was made in large numbers, its historical connection to Britain's decimal coinage continues to make it an interesting collectible. The 1980 50 new pence is a large seven-sided coin that immediately stands out because of its distinctive shape. It was struck in cupra nickel, a metal alloy that does not actually rust. However, many coins develop brown, orange, or dark stains after years of exposure to moisture, dirt, or chemical contamination. Collectors often describe these coins as rusty, even though the discoloration is usually surface damage rather than true rust. The obverse displays the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while the reverse features the seated figure of Britannia beside a lion, holding a trident with a shield at her side. This classic design symbolizes Britain's strength and maritime heritage. The coin weighs approximately 13.5 grams and measures around 30 millimeters across, making it one of the largest British decimal coins of its era. One of the biggest questions collectors ask is whether a rusty or heavily damaged 1980 50 new pence coin is rare. The answer is generally no. Since millions of these coins were minted, a typical circulated example with heavy wear, stains, scratches, or corrosion-like discoloration is not considered rare. Most collectors prefer coins with sharp details, original surfaces, and minimal damage. However, there are exceptions. If the coin has an unusual minting error, such as an off-center strike, double strike, missing design elements, or another verified mint error, it can become significantly more desirable. In addition, coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition are much more valuable than damaged examples. While rusty coins usually have limited collector demand, they may still appeal to beginner collectors looking to complete a date set at an affordable price. Let's talk about the value that many viewers are interested in. A standard 1980 United Kingdom 50 new pence coin in rusty or heavily circulated condition generally sells for around 50 cents to $3. Cleaner circulated examples may sell for $3 to $10, depending on their eye appeal. Uncirculated coins with original mint luster can sell for $15 to $40, while specially preserved examples in certified high grades may reach $75 to $200 or more, depending on market demand. Coins with genuine and authenticated mint errors have the potential to sell for several $100s, and in rare cases, exceptional error coins can achieve even higher auction prices. If your 1980 50 new pence coin is heavily stained or appears rusty, it is unlikely to command a high auction value unless it also possesses a rare mint error or another unusual characteristic. Before assuming a coin is valuable, it is always a good idea to compare it with certified examples or have it examined by an experienced coin dealer or grading service. If you own a 1980 50 new pence coin, never attempt to clean it, even if it appears rusty or dirty. Cleaning can permanently damage the coin's surface and reduce its collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent additional wear and environmental damage. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Look for unusual minting errors, sharp design details, or any differences from normal examples. If you believe your coin is unusual, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading service. Keep up with recent auction results because coin values can change over time based on collector demand and market trends. The United Kingdom 50 new pence 1980 is an important part of Britain's decimal coinage history. Although a rusty or heavily circulated example is generally common and not especially valuable, it still holds historical interest and remains a popular collectible for many enthusiasts. Most damaged examples are worth only a few dollars, while high-grade specimens and genuine mint errors can sell for much higher prices at auction. Next up, the United Kingdom 50 new pence 1978 coin, with a special focus on examples found in damaged condition. Many people believe that a damaged coin has no value, but that's not always true. Some older British coins still attract interest from collectors, even when they show heavy wear, scratches, dents, or other damage. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1978 50 new pence, its unique design, how collectors view damaged examples, and what these coins can sell for at auctions in US dollars. So, if you have a 1978 50 new pence tucked away in a drawer or coin jar, stay with us until the end. You might discover more about its true value than you expected. The United Kingdom introduced the large 7-sided 50 new pence coin in 1969 as part of the country's transition to decimal currency. By 1978, the coin had already become a familiar part of everyday life throughout Britain. Millions of these coins were produced by the Royal Mint for circulation, making the 1978 issue a common date rather than a low mintage rarity. The coin continued to circulate for many years before the smaller 50 pence design replaced it in 1997. Although the 1978 issue is not considered rare by date alone, it remains popular among collectors assembling complete date sets of British decimal coins. The 1978 50 new pence is made from cupronickel, giving it a silver-colored appearance and excellent durability. It weighs approximately 13.5 grams and features the distinctive 7-sided shape that made British 50 pence coins famous around the world. The obverse displays the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, along with the surrounding royal inscription. The reverse features Britannia seated beside a lion, holding a trident and shield, symbolizing Britain's maritime heritage and strength. The words 50 new pence and the year 1978 appear on the reverse, making the coin easy to identify. When discussing rarity, it's important to separate the coin's date from its condition. The 1978 50 new pence is not rare because millions were minted. However, finding one in outstanding uncirculated condition is becoming less common after decades of circulation. Damaged coins, those with heavy scratches, corrosion, dents, cleaning marks, edge damage, or environmental wear, generally attract much less interest from serious collectors. Most collectors prefer coins with original surfaces and minimal wear. Even so, damaged coins still have value for beginners, educational collections, or people trying to complete a date set on a budget. Unless a damaged 1978 coin has a significant mint error or an unusual striking variety, its collector demand remains relatively modest. Let's talk about value. In today's collector market, a heavily damaged 1978 United Kingdom 50 new pence coin usually sells for approximately 25 cents to $1.50. Coins with moderate circulation but no major damage often sell for $1 to $4, depending on their eye appeal. Attractive extremely fine examples may bring $5 to $12, while brilliant uncirculated coins can reach $15 to $40. Exceptionally well-preserved examples in certified high mint state grades may occasionally sell at specialist auctions for $50 to over $100, particularly if demand is strong. Remember that prices vary depending on the coin's condition, grading, auction competition, and whether the coin has any unusual mint errors. If you own a 1978 50 new pence coin, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as this can reduce its collector value. Handle the coin carefully by its edges and store it in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent further damage. Examine both sides carefully for unusual errors such as off-center strikes, clip planchets, or die cracks, which can significantly increase value. If your coin appears to be in exceptionally high grade or shows an unusual minting error, consider having it evaluated by a professional coin dealer or grading service before selling. Always compare recent auction results rather than relying on outdated price guides, since market values can change over time. The United Kingdom 50 new pence 1978 is an iconic decimal coin that represents an important period in British currency history. Although the date itself is common, the coin continues to attract collectors because of its classic Britannia design and distinctive 7-sided shape. In damaged condition, its value is usually modest, often ranging from just a few cents to a couple of dollars, while well-preserved examples can command much higher prices. The key factors affecting value are condition, originality, rarity of any mint errors, and collector demand. If you enjoyed learning about the 1978 50 new pence, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more rare coin values, auction updates, and collecting tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.